Hello, this video is about a card trick that one of the maths busking people showed me. I'll do the trick first, then I'll explain what the video is about. So I need 27 cards to start with. Okay, I've got 27 cards. And then you ask a friend to pick a card out of the deck. I haven't got any friends, so I'll pick one. 7 of clubs. That's important, I'll write that down. You get them to remember their card, which the blackboard will do here, our trusty blackboard. And then to pick a number between 1 and 27, their favourite number, or their least favourite number, or just any one if they have no opinions about numbers. So I'll go for 15. Okay, now you deal out the cards into 3 piles and you ask them to look for their card and remember which pile it's in. But don't get them to tell you straight away, because then you know immediately what their card is. So me, who isn't the person dealing the cards, is looking for the 7 of clubs, and I've spotted it. Okay, me, it's in that pile. Okay, so then I'll do it again. I'm going to do this 3 times in total. Okay, this time it's in that pile. So I should say there's no sleight of hand in this trick, so the fact the cards are going out of shot is just because I can't pick them up off this surface, not because I'm cheating. Okay, last go round. Okay, final time it was in that pile. So now I, the clever magician, pick them all up and say 15 cards into this deck will be the card. Hooray! So, I'll explain how that trick works now and why I'm making the video. So there were 27 cards. Okay, that's 3 cubed. So we did 3 piles 3 times, so there's your 3 and 3. And what I was doing was, each time the cards were dealt out and I was told which pile the card was in, that dictated which order I picked the piles up. So the number, the favourite number, or the least favourite number, was 15. And what I did was, I took one away from that, got 14, and worked out a base 3 representation of that number, or ternary representation. So 14 is 9 plus 3 plus 2 times 1. So it's 1, 1, 2 in base 3. Now, these digits correspond to the orders the piles go in. So pick up 0 first, put 1 underneath that and 2 at the bottom of the deck. Because they're facing this way when you pick them up, so when you flip them around, 0, 1, 2 on the bottom. Okay, so you do that 3 times and somehow that leads to your card being in the right position. The reason this works is, I'll just deal them out now. Okay, so the 7 of clubs was in this pile. We'll stick with the same card. So the least significant digit, the smallest digit, the ones, is 2 in this number. So that means that the pile with the 7 of clubs in it has to go last, has to go on the bottom of the deck. So I'll pick these 2 up and put that pile at the bottom. So now the 9 cards containing the 7 of clubs is at the bottom of the deck. So once I've dealt out my 3 piles again, okay, 7 of clubs is in this pile, but crucially, if that's the top, that's the bottom of the pile, the 7 of clubs is in the bottom third, because we put it in the bottom third from the last go around. Okay, so it's in the bottom third of this set of 9, and now the next digit along is 1, so this pile needs to go in the middle of the deck. Okay, so 1 on top, 1 underneath. So now the 7 of clubs is going to turn up in the middle of one of the piles, and in the, let's see, what was it? The bottom third, I think, of one of them. I'm trying to do the sums and keep an eye on everything at the same time. So, right, so the 7 of clubs should be in, from last go around we put it in the middle, so it should be in 4, 5 or 6. From the first go we wanted to put it at the bottom, so it should be in position number 6 here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's got 6 cards on top of it, and now we want, it's got 5 cards on top of it, sorry. It's the 6th one. So now the last digit is 1, so this needs to go in the middle again, which I'll do. There we go. So now I've just put another 9 cards on top of my card. So it's now got 9 plus 5, 14 cards on top of it, or it's the 15th card in the deck. Okay, so what you're doing each go is you're saying where in the thirds of the whole deck you want each pile to go. And because we're dealing them out 3 at a time when we deal them out into piles, that also says where in each pile they go. As you do more turns, the movements become less significant. This is a less significant digit, it represents 1s, and that one, which represents 9s. So that's how the trick works, and that's really cool because you understand how base 3 works, and we're splitting up the interval 1 to 27 into thirds, and then split another one into thirds, and then the last one has 3 goes, and we wanted our card in the last third. So you could even talk about triadic intervals or whatever they're called, do some fun analysis, but I'm not an analyst, I'm an analyst, I'm a group theorist, so I'm not interested. Right, so the reason I'm making this video is the maths busking person didn't know how to do this in other bases. They thought you had to take away 2 for if it was base 4 or some other number. You don't have to, you just have to take away 1, because this trick, like all rational tricks, like everyone should do, starts counting at 0. So when you say you want the card in the 15th place, actually you want card in number 14 where you start counting at 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Computer scientists do this because they actually have to deal with long lists of things, and they realise it is more sensible to start counting at 0. Maybe I'll start up a crazy website about we should start counting at 0 to go with the Tau Day people. So I'll do the trick in base 2 now, and I'll just do 2 squared just to make it really easy. So I need 4 cards. I need to pick one of them, so I'll go for what, 4 diamonds. Won't bother writing that down. And my favourite number between 1 and 4 is 2. So I'll take 1 away from that, get 1. The binary representation of that is 0, 1. So if I do my trick of dealing things out into 2 piles now, because it's 2 to the power of 2. I need to write some things down because I've lost track. Right, so 4 diamonds is what I'm looking for. Favourite number is 2, which goes to 1, which is 0, 1 in base 2. So this 1 means that the pile with the 4 diamonds in needs to go on the bottom, because you go there are 0 and 1 as the choices. So 0 pile and 1 pile, that one goes on the bottom. Okay, now I can do it again. Now it's 0, so this one goes on top, that one goes on bottom, and my favourite number 2, yeah, that's where my card is. Okay, so it works. But we've done 3 cubed and 2 squared, so does it always need to be something like m to the power of m? No. So I'll do 2 cubed now. So 2 cubed is 8, so I need 8 cards. And I need to pick a card. 5 of spades. Let's write that down. Ooh, that one's the best I've drawn yet. Okay, oh, and I need a number between 1 and 8. So go for 7. So that, I take away 1, I get 6. That is 4 plus 2 plus 0, so it's 1, 1, 0 in base 2. Okay, so I should just follow the same procedure to get this card in the 7th position in the deck. Okay, so I need 2 piles 3 times. I wasn't paying attention. Where did the 5 of spades go? Oh, there it is. Okay, first digit is 0, so this needs to go on top. And like that. Okay, it's in that one again, but it needs to go on bottom this time. And it's in there again, and that one needs to be the bottom as well. Like that. Okay, so 7 cards in. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so what's left? I suppose I could do a number that has 2 different power decompositions. So, for example, 4 is either 2 to the power of 4. 16 is either 2 to the power of 4 or 4 squared. And stop watching now if you've worked out how this trick works. I'm just covering every base I can. So I'll do it first of all with 2 piles, then I'll do it with 4 piles to show how it works. Okay, so I need to pick a card. 6 of hearts. Okay, and a number, what's it up to? 16. 3. Working in base 2 now, so that's 1, 1, 0, yeah, 0, 0, 1, 1 in base 2. Right, I'll speed this bit up. I stopped paying attention now. Where is it? That one. Okay, so that needs to go on top. Right. So should be in the 3rd position. Nope, got it wrong. I didn't take away 1 from my number, so it's in the 4th position. Right. It worked though, as long as I'm not stupid. Okay, so and now what do I need to write this down? I need to write this down in base 4. 0, 3 in base 4. Okay, so I'm looking for this 6 of hearts again. I'll give this a shuffle. And 4 piles this time. I'm going to do it twice. So 3 is the last digit. So needs to go on the bottom. That needs to go on top now. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So it worked either way around. When you've got a number B to the N, you do B piles N times. Okay, so that's how that trick works. This will be a reference for eternity on YouTube. Fantastic.